Las tarjetas, okay? ¿Cuál es grande? The verde. Verde. Roja. Roja y verde. Well, if I go like that.
La misma. They're the same.
Oh, okay. That is correct. They are exactly the same. Now, I have a question. You can have a set of those, yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You
Thank
can
you.
amuse your friends. But the question is,
Oh, but here.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
but here you're the one. You're from Spain, yeah?
No, I'm from Switzerland.
But you speak Spanish.
A bit. Just
Okay.
speaking Spanish.
He's from Bolivia, you see. So I'm just.
Hola.
Okay. See. Okay. So that was a question of the eyesight. Now I have a question for you. Ready for this follow-up question?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready for this? Now, do you value your eyes?
Yes.
How much value do you place on one eye?
I don't know.
Let's say someone from Switzerland
Yeah.
or Japan is able to take out one eye,
Yeah.
painless,
Yeah.
and they give you 1,000 euro,
Oh no.
10,000 euro,
No.
100,000 euro.
No.
Okay, 500,000 euro.
Non, mais je vais pas
What-
lever mon œil pour 1 million d'euros. T'es malade ou quoi?
what is the price? Million?
Jamais de la vie.
Million?
Non.
20 million? Come on, there has to be
Like
some.
just one eye?
Yeah, just one.
No.
It's too risky, huh?
I want to keep my eyes. What if the one that I have doesn't work anymore?
And then
I
they're
wanna
going to
have
give
the
half
other
price.
one.
Half price.
100 million.
Okay, so the thing is, right? You. How about both eyes for 50 million?
No.
Never.
No.
You see, people don't do this stuff. You know why? Because they say I value my eyes too much.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to see. Okay. And if I had the money, I can't see the money anyway. Okay. But if it's true that we wouldn't sell our eyes no matter what, have you ever heard the expression, the eyes are the windows of the soul?
Yeah.
Have you heard that before? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it's true?
No.
No. So there's no soul?
Yeah, there is a soul, but I don't think the
Can't
eyes are the
tell
window.
exactly. It's not like exactly, but it's sort of like you get kind of
Yeah,
a. Okay.
I understand, but I don't think it's true. Like,
Okay, I have a question, you see, and that is this. If you value your eyes, which look out through these windows,
Yeah.
okay, then how much value do you place upon the soul itself, which is your life, basically?
yeah.
If you value your eyes so highly, how much value do you place upon the soul? Any idea?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think I value more my soul than my eyes.
Okay, that's good. You should, because it's your life. But I have a follow-up question to see if it's really true.
Okay.
Okay, here's the question. If that's true, then how much time or thought have you given to what happens to you when you die? Like, what happens to the soul?
Well,
have you given any thought?
personally,
Yeah.
I think we're going to heaven or
We?
to hell because
Okay.
I believe in God. So
Right.
I've placed many hours thinking about what's after the death, and I
Okay.
think we'll either go to heaven or to hell.
Okay. There must be some way of finding out in advance, because you wouldn't want to find out Judgment Day. Guess what? I'm sorry to inform you, you were like 1 point off. You're just one. Is there a way that you can gauge to see whether you think you're going to heaven or hell, or is it like we just have to wait and see?
Well, in Christianity, you're going to heaven if you believe in Jesus.
Okay.
Because he paid for our sins.
Okay.
So you have to believe in him and truly regret your bad actions in life.
Okay.
And then you can go to heaven.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that, because there will be people who will say, well, you know, I believe we all go to heaven, or they might believe in some other thing like purgatory or whatever. But if you believe that, what you said, that's very good, because it means that you're saying, I'm not just believing as in I believe in the existence of Jesus, but you're actually putting your trust in Jesus Christ. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
So is that true of all of you? Are you all together? How come? How come? Are you a group of people
Yeah,
all
exactly.
doing what?
We're visiting the city.
Okay, but you're what you would call a Christian.
Yeah.
Like a born-again Christian.
Sorry.
A born-again Christian.
Yeah.
Yes. And you? You don't believe. You don't believe what she said. What's your problem? You don't believe there's a soul?
I believe we have a soul.
Give her the microphone because we need to.
Okay.
I'd like to hear what you have to say. So you're saying you don't know if we have a soul?
We have one, like we are who we are, but I don't think there is something after we die. The only
Okay.
thing we give is for the other generations. I don't believe in like
Okay. So like
second life.
you're just like a machinery, like a computer. When it switches off at the wall, sorry, it's gone. But we hope we have a memory on a disk somewhere.
No, I'm like I enjoy life. I'm happy to be here, but I don't know if there's something else
Okay, but you
behind
don't.
it.
That's what you're saying. You don't know. Wouldn't you want to know for sure? Maybe you
For
think
sure,
you.
I would like to know, but I don't. No one has the answer.
How do you know that?
What?
How do you know that no one has the answers? I've asked a lot
I
of people
have
this.
my own answer,
I
and some
know.
people have others, and I I've
Yeah.
been thinking about it, but
Okay,
I
but
keep
did you
my.
hear what you said? You said nobody has the answer. How many people have
Nobody
you
has a
asked?
clear answer, but mine is like the one I believe in, the one I've been thinking about.
So you're saying that no matter how many people you ask, no one has been able to tell you for sure.
Some people are sure
Well, why are they sure?
because they believe in their answers.
But that would only mean that it's everyone's has their own opinions only, and that's not really good enough. Okay, so I believe in something all my life and it's wrong. That's a bit disastrous. Imagine that. It's like saying I climbed the ladder to the top. Only thing was it was sitting against the wrong building. Oh no, after all my hard work, I climbed to the top for nothing. Or I find out when I die, you were wrong about everything. Okay, this could be disastrous, especially what
Maybe
she
I was
believes.
wrong, but it's okay because I believe in what I believe in.
But what happens, okay, supposing what your friend here is saying, right? If there really is a life after death, right?
Maybe.
And let's say, for example, you said you don't know. If I quote to you something, this is from the Bible, by the way. It says this: "It is appointed unto men to die once."
What?
It is appointed unto men to die once, and
Yes.
after this, the judgment. There will be a judgment. So that's a good thing for some people that there will be judgment. Otherwise, if there's no judgment, people will say you can live whatever way you like because who cares? You can rape, kill, steal, whatever. Nothing's going to happen.
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm not saying
It's
you
not
believe
the
that.
same thing. Like if I don't believe in like God, it doesn't mean I'm not a good person.
I didn't say you're not a good person.
Oh,
I'm just saying that let's supposing a person was to live with those mentalities, like there's nothing after this life. Why would I try to be a good person? I can just do whatever I want. You see, they might think like that. Now you might think I better live a good life just in case there's something after this life. I don't know, but you'd want to be absolutely sure. I suppose when you were coming to this country, where did you fly from? Switzerland?
yes.
Okay. Did you just turn up at the airport and say, I don't know where we're going, but I hope it's somewhere nice?
Yes.
You didn't have a ticket in advance?
I searched the place and I was like,
Did
I'm
you
gonna have
you
an
researched it?
experience.
Did you have somewhere where you're staying? Did you have a
Yes.
passport? So you prepared for this.
Yes.
Say you didn't just turn up at the airport and go,
But I was still like open to an experience.
yeah, I know, but let's say, for example, if you said, I want to know for sure, but what if I turn up and this place is a hellhole? I was actually in
Then
Tralee.
it'll be an experience like another.
You don't want to experience hell, really. I was in Tralee one day speaking to people, and I mentioned hell, and one woman said, "This is hell." I said, "What, Tralee? Tralee is hell? Gosh, I didn't think it was that bad. It isn't the best place in the world, but it's certainly not hell." Did you know that somebody said it like this? This earth is as close to heaven as some people are ever going to get. And this earth is also as close to hell as some people are ever going to get. Think
So
about it
you
like that.
believe in God.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, actually, I think I'm a little bit beyond that. I think it's indisputable that there's a God. Absolutely indisputable. There would be, I mean, the type of conversations we would have with people like that.
It's admirable.
There was a
It's
time
admirable.
when people might have said, what about this and that? And now they are all kind of coming to the same conclusion that there was a beginning to the universe. No question about that. You know that, right? It wasn't always here. So the question then is, if there's a universe that exists, which there is,
Who made it?
well, it doesn't have to be who. I admit that. It doesn't have to be a who. But it wasn't. It was either already here, always, or it was brought into existence. It's either one or the other. Now, scientists have come to the conclusion, without a doubt, it has not always existed. Therefore, it was brought into existence or it produced itself. Which one is it? Do you believe in magic?
What?
Do you believe in magic? That things can make themselves appear from nothing? Somehow a rabbit would appear in thin air.
It's not very defined. Magic is not very defined.
No, but I'm saying, let's say
I
if
don't
you
have
saw
an
if you saw a magician standing here in front of you and he has a big black hat, okay, and he's got a coat on, a black hat, and
Yes.
he says, "Watch this," puts his hand into the hat, and all of a sudden he pulls out a rabbit. Then you could say,
Yes.
"I think that was a trick.
Yes.
I think he was tricking us." Okay, but let's say there's no magician, no hat, but suddenly a rabbit appears from thin air. You're not going to believe that because it cannot. What?
I don't know.
Where did it exist beforehand and make itself come into existence, or did something make it come into existence? It's very hard to define which way, but it couldn't bring itself into existence. Something that does not exist couldn't suddenly go, "I want to exist." But what is it that wants to exist? See, it doesn't make any sense.
It's questions, and they go and go and go and go, and it's very interesting, very very interesting. But I think I'll just stay a good person, make good around me.
You think you're a good person?
Yes, I think
Okay,
so. I
let me
truly believe
see
I'm
if
a good
that's
person.
true. Can I just ask you a couple of questions to see if that is actually true?
Oh,
Now, I believe that you're probably a nice person,
I'm a nice,
but
maybe.
good, that depends on how we define good.
I'm human. I'm not
Perfect.
perfect.
I would say I didn't think so.
And a good person for me is someone who tries, and I try.
Okay,
And sometimes I'm being human, you know.
yes.
I'm not like
So,
trying my best, but also
what would you think if I introduce you to a bank robber and he says, "I'm a good person"? There are people who are worse than me. I may be a bank robber, but
this is like very very typical and general at the same time. Like bank robbers may say, "Oh, there's people worse than me." Everyone
obviously.
says it.
So unless there's a standard by which you can say what is good, you might think I'm good. Other people say, "Well, I'm good." Let's say, for example, right, that there was a police lineup. Do you know what a police lineup is?
No.
Identity parade. Okay, so I was walking through Belfast one day,
Yes.
and the policeman stopped me and said, "Would you mind stepping into the police station?" I said,
Yes.
What have I done something?" "No, no, no. You have not. We want you to take part in the identity parade." I said, "What? You'll get paid for it." I said, "Oh, okay, no problem. I'll go in." I went inside. There are 10 or 15 men lined up, okay? And I'm put in the middle.
Yes.
Now, they know I'm not the guilty person, but they have me lining up there. And then this witness comes in. Maybe someone had her handbag stolen or whatever, right?
Yes.
And this woman came in. She went, "This guy wasn't me." If they said it, if it was me, then they would say, "How could it be him? He's just off the street. You obviously didn't get the right person." Okay, so here's a parade of people. Let's say you're standing in that parade. You got bank robbers, rapists, murderers, and thieves. Everyone in
I
the
would
line
get
is
out of the
okay.
room.
Would you then say, "I am a good person"? I think you would, because you'd be thinking, compared to these guys, I am a good person. But let's say, for example, that's not the comparison we're supposed to make. We're not supposed to be comparing ourselves with other people. We're supposed to be saying, how good am I based on a standard? Now, God's biblical standard, by the way, just so you know, is the commandments of God. Okay? You shall not lie, you shall not steal, you shall not things, that sort of
Okay.
thing.
No, I just truly believe in happiness and making other people happy. That's like what I define good. That's the only thing I
Okay?
live.
Supposing I said to you, yes, there's a few drug dealers who are like that. They like making other people happy. And they get happy themselves. And they enjoy what they do. You cannot gauge it by happiness, can you? Some guy gets happy.
Everything has a I don't know how to say it, contre-argument. Like a reverse, you have contra-argument. No,
You can follow your moral code.
But
Yes.
if you have a moral code,
I don't need
exactly,
to
but
believe
that
it
is
in.
personal.
I don't need
Okay.
to believe in God to
Let's
say
supposing
I'm okay.
let's supposing that's true, that everyone has their own moral code. then does that work in real life? That I have a compass, it's telling me the way is to go that way. The other guy says, I got my compass, it says it's that way. Who's right, who's wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
See?
That's the,
That
yeah,
would be
but
crazy.
That's a
that's
debate,
why.
and everyone has their own debates.
But
And I don't think.
that doesn't
I'm
work
sorry. I
in real
don't
life.
think religion is like necessary. You know, it's very interesting though. I really like learning about every religion, and I really believe in the values they put to people. But I don't believe in
Okay.
God.
Can I ask your
That's
name?
the only thing. Paula.
Paola. Is there an absolute moral standard?
Moral standard.
Absolute.
There is a standard, like society moral standard.
No, not societies. I mean, society can change its rules. They can.
Yes.
But is there an absolute moral standard? What do you think? Absolute moral standard. Something that is absolutely right, absolutely wrong. Is there such a no?
For me,
No?
I have a moral standard. For me, you're good when people feel well, when they are okay. It's not good when it's not okay. This is the only thing.
Okay, that goes by feelings, sort of
Yes.
feelings. Okay, now you're saying you can, if you want, you can give the mic to. So you're saying that there's no absolute moral standards.
I think
Um,
there is in every situation there's a wrong and a right.
is it wrong to steal?
Yes.
It depends why.
I want to. He says there's no absolute moral standards. You say.
If you steal something that got stolen from you, it's not wrong.
It's not the same.
Okay, I'm saying, is there an absolute moral standard? You said no. Okay, is
Yeah.
stealing wrong?
It depends. That's what I said.
Okay.
In every situation, there's a right and a
it-
wrong.
So if I to you right now and took your phone, is that wrong?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Why?
Because it's my phone. It doesn't
It
belong
will
to
it will
you.
become my phone. It'll become
Yeah,
my
but
phone.
now it doesn't belong to you, and I don't want to give it to you.
Right. I know, but if I took it from you, you wouldn't say that's wrong. You'd say I think it's wrong. I feel it's wrong. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. I have two questions for you. What's your name?
Jonah.
Jonah. Can you complete this sentence for me?
Oh, where are you?
Ready? Taking pleasure in the cruelty of children is okay when? When? Shall I repeat the sentence? Taking pleasure in the cruelty of children is okay when? Where? In what world? Like?
Maybe I was too radical.
Yes.
Like I think there is something, but I don't think that it needs to be religion.
Okay, I didn't
I
say it was a
think-
religion. I'm just saying,
Yeah, but
is there an absolute
since,
moral standard?
since
And you
10
said
minutes
no.
you talk about religion, so I think
Sure.
your
Jonas,
moral standard
but
is that.
I'm just saying that you said that there's no absolute moral standard.
I
Now
think
you're changing your mind.
it depends in every situation.
Okay,
like,
so that's why I said complete this sentence for me. Taking pleasure in the cruelty of children is okay when?
when the fate of the world depends on.
Really? Taking pleasure. Now, you're on camera now. I hope you know that. Taking pleasure in the cruelty of children is okay when the world depends upon it. Really?
When the world is upon an apocalypse and it's the only thing to do.
And so you have to be cruel to children.
If you want to save the world, yeah.
Whoa. You might not want to say
So
it. Do you have an issue with it, though?
Wouldn't you save the world?
Oh, you're back to your question?
Yeah.
Okay, hold this. Okay.
If the world depends on it,
I
wouldn't
w-
you do it?
No.
You
No, I
would
wouldn't.
just let everyone die.
I talked about cruelty to children. You said it's okay if blah, blah, blah.
If the world depends
It's
on
never going to depend upon it.
it. Yeah, but I said it's the situation.
Okay, so I got.
don't think it would
I'll
depend
give
on
you a second option,
No,
chance.
because your examples are so outworldly.
Okay, but you
They're
said
not realistic.
you said though. However, you said that there are no absolute moral standards. You said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Rape is okay when? Come on. Let's say rape is
I
okay
don't
when.
think it's okay.
Oh, so there's an absolute moral standard.
No, it's my moral standard.
Ah, so somebody else says it is okay.
Maybe for somebody it's okay, but I wouldn't be.
Oh dear, you're digging a hole for yourself.
I wouldn't be